carbon emissions are getting a lot of attention these days, since it's the main cause of climate change that is already damaging coral reefs, ice caps, and coastal lines. For years, natural processes have kept CO2 and other greenhouse gas levels in check, but due to human activities, there has been an increase in the Earth's temperature. Can you guess the biggest contributor to greenhouse gas emissions? Well, it's not industries, it's not even transportation. It's the buildings that release up to 44.6% of carbon dioxide and other gases, whereas industries and transportation contribute only up to 21.1% and 34.3% into the environment. So the question is, do we have a sustainable solution for this? Well, we do. It's the green buildings. Hi, I'm Chandni and I'm going to talk about what sustainable green solutions can do for our environment. Green buildings or sustainable buildings are designed and constructed while considering its environmental responsibility and resource efficiency throughout its life cycle. These buildings minimize the negative impacts of concrete jungles on climate and biodiversity, uses energy efficiently, and helps in restoring the natural habitat. These buildings are not called green buildings because they are green in color, but because they don't harm the environment in most ways and are self-sufficient in terms of energy and resources. Nowadays, more architectural designers are adopting biophilic designs, which itself means being attached to the nature, where up to 45% of the building area is covered with plants. Basically, these buildings are vertical forests that are spread out in acres. But wait, it's not just that. These buildings adopt various techniques such as solar energy, rainwater harvesting, water recycling, sewage treatment, proper waste management, green roofs, seismic treatments, large windows for better airflow and natural light. So the infrastructure that is made with these techniques helps the buildings to become more energy efficient, reduces carbon footprint, reduces pollution, reuses the recycled water for plants, promotes high oxygen levels, encourages clean energy through solar plants and natural light, limits waste generation, and improves productivity and health of the users. The designs that we have been using for all these years for our regular buildings do not lay enough emphasis on solar orientation, location, size of the window, and ventilation. This leads to excessive heat indoors, which encourages mechanical cooling and artificial lighting. The native vegetation is also cut down in this case for making the buildings more aesthetically pleasing. But all of this is taken care of when it comes to green buildings. So instead of emitting harmful gases in the environment, these infrastructures reduce the effect of carbon dioxide as the plants absorb it. Another interesting fact about these green buildings is that they are constructed using eco-friendly building materials such as bamboo, rubber, cornstarch, natural fiber, and other recycled materials such as glass, steel, plastic, and paper. We can say that on an average up to 6,000 plants can be planted on a 25-story green building. These plants not only attract various bird species but also enhances the ecosystem. This automatically keeps it cool indoors compared to the hot polluted streets during summers. These sustainable green buildings could be a great solution for today's time where climate change is at its peak. Well, I'm not saying that changing our buildings can completely change the picture of climate change, but this is the least we can do in order to minimize the impact of human activities on the earth. So my question to you is, if the future is concrete jungles, why not build it sustainably?